Hi, this is jothisorthat here on YouTube and on Instagram. Here we talk about beauty, lifestyle, and skincare. So if that is of interest to you, please make sure you stay after this break. So if you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. Make sure before you step out that you click the subscribe button, you like this channel, as well as leave a comment down below. Also, if you're already a subscriber, welcome back to the channel, and I thank you so much for coming back. You know how we do it here. Leave a comment down below so we can chat about the products that we're talking about today. All right, so this is only a continuation of my top 5s of January. Not top 5s of January, my top 5s of 2020. So for the entire month of January 2021, we're going to talk about my top 5 products in different categories for 2020. So today's video, we're actually going to talk about my top 5 foundations for 2020. Now, considering that this whole work from home situation, us not being able to go out and have fun like we used to, wearing foundation really... Listen, it isn't necessary to wear foundation on a Zoom call. It also isn't necessary if you're going to stay in the house all day. But if that's something that you like to do for self-care, have at it. Myself, being a person that wore foundation 5 to 6 times a week to wearing foundation only once a week in 2020, and perhaps in 2021 as well. I mean, I still want to make sure I'm wearing quality foundation, so I have a very flawless base, because foundations are very important to me, and I want to make sure that when I am wearing it, I look flawless, okay? So with the first foundation for this top 5 of 2020, we're going to talk about the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation, up to 24-hour wear. This is what she looks like. She's in a plastic container. I wear the shade 90WO, and I believe that's supposed to be in the warm category for Urban Decay. And I love this foundation. The price of this foundation, I will link it somewhere in this video. I don't remember the price tag for any of the foundations I'm going to show you all today, but just know I will link it somewhere in this video. This is supposed to provide a very dewy finish to the skin. I would agree with that, simply because as an oily combination skin girl like myself, dewy foundations I have a tendency to stay away from. But for whatever reason in 2020, I wanted to make sure I wore a dewy foundation that didn't make me look like a grease ball. And this one was the best foundation to do that for me. It applied smoothly, easily, and I would say the coverage is about medium to full. You can definitely build it up to a full if you wanted to. I typically go for a full coverage beat. I was definitely able to do that with this. It is really nice. Not a huge fan of the container just because it's just too cool for my liking, you know what I mean? Like this indentation on the side, like I don't need all of that, you know what I mean? I just want the foundation. It does come with a pump, which is definitely beneficial. It is 1 fluid ounce, which is typical for all foundations I feel like on the market today. And would I recommend this? Definitely would. It provides dewy without looking greasy, and it lasts all day, which is the most important part. And when I say lasts all day, I mean an 8-hour workday. This lasts. All right, so my second favorite foundation for 2020 has to be the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I'm in the shade Namibia, Deep 4, Deep 4, and this is what she looks like. Very pretty, and she is very matte, okay? This, if you're a full coverage girl like me, you really do have to be mindful with how you apply this product for the sake of not looking like your casket sharp, okay? I have seen other women here on YouTube that rave about this product, but also make the mention that putting on too much will definitely err on the side of death. So we don't want to do that, especially if you don't get your correct shade. It's very important in any foundation to get your correct shade, but particularly with super matte foundations such as this, make sure you get your correct shade. Because if not, you would definitely walk around in these streets looking crazy, face mask and all, and I don't want that for you. This is 1 fluid ounce, once again, from, oh no it is not, this is 1.5 fluid ounces, so you actually get a lot more product than a lot of other foundations on the market. But this is really nice, it matches me perfectly. I stay matte all day with the occasional blotting that I need to do midday when I wear any foundation. That's pretty standard for me and my skin type. Unfortunately, this does not come with a pump applicator. This is more of a squeeze tool, which as soon as I took off the top, it started dripping, which I hate. I typically do not go for foundations that don't have a pump applicator, but because it's Nars, I'll do it. So this is definitely one of my faves for 2020. It lasts all day. The coverage is beautiful when you get your correct shade, and it's flawless for going out, going to work, going to a brunch. It will last you, girl. Third favorite foundation for 2020 has to be the Este Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. Listen, she's teeny tiny. She's in a glass bottle. She does not come with a pump tube, a pump applicator, excuse me. You do have to purchase this separately. I don't like that because if you don't have the pump applicator, you literally have to take the top off and like pour it either on your hand or on a palette if you have. But I highly recommend getting a pump, okay? It's about $10 extra. But this is what she looks like. She's in a frosted glass bottle. I'm in the shade Rich Java 8C1. I really like this. This is another super matte foundation. If you like super matte foundations like I do, this is definitely your girl. Again, just like with the Nars Soft Matte, you want to err on the side of caution when it comes to applying, because you do not want to put too much product, okay? Because you can definitely err on the side of death, and we don't want that for the girls, okay? So lasts all day, literally no blotting throughout the day. This would definitely hold you over during any event, and I definitely would think this would be a really good wedding foundation too. Just because of how long it lasts and how pretty it is on the skin. So definitely would recommend this one. Also, I know it looks like I'm a super matte foundation girl through and through, which I definitely am, but I also like a dewy finish foundation sometimes, but I'm very picky about my dewy skin foundations, okay? Now, the next foundation we have is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation with an SPF of 15. I really like that this has an SPF of 15 on it, just because most of my foundations do not have SPF, and I like being able to have that protection from the sun when I wear my makeup. This is gorgeous on the skin. It gives a very skin-like finish. I would say that it is a medium coverage. Highly recommend. It's from the Bobbi Brown line. She does give you a pump applicator. The colors are varied, so I don't think you necessarily have to worry about not finding a shade that's dark enough for you. Bobbi Brown usually looks out for the girls. And this is in the shade Cool Expresso 10.25. This is 1 fluid ounce. I love this foundation for like an everyday type of foundation. If you're just, you know, running errands type of foundation, I think this is really good as well. And I love it. Definitely a nice product in 2020. And I'm pretty sure I'll be using it in 2021 as well. And last but certainly not least, another dewy foundation. Surprise, surprise. This is the Anastasia Luminous foundation, which is fairly new on the market. It came out maybe 2 to 3 years ago. I purchased it this year because Ulta had their Ulta Days of Beauty, I believe, this summer, I think. And they had this half off and I had to get one. And yeah, this is my shade. This is what she looks like. She comes in a glass bottle. She also comes with a pump tube, which I love, a pump applicator. And this is the shade 580W. And this is 1 fluid ounce as well. This is really dewy. So you want to be careful in applying this particular foundation because you can definitely look greasy very quickly with this. What I find with application of this product is that it's so liquidy that you can easily put too much, and the more you put on, the more like slick you look. So I definitely would be cautious in how you apply this, where you apply it especially, because I wouldn't necessarily apply it on the more oily parts of my skin just because it's already a dewy foundation and you don't want to look greasy. So keep that in mind. But definitely one of my faves for 2020. Highly recommend. If you didn't get any other foundation here today, I would definitely recommend getting this one. I really, really like this one. So that is it for my top 5 foundations of 2020. If you have any questions or if you've even tried any of the foundations that I recommended today, please leave your comments down below and I'll be more than happy to chat with you, answer any questions that you might have. And thank you so much. We made it to 2021 and I look forward to creating more videos with you guys. So I'll holla.